Hey, what's up, everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab of California, and we have another new breakdown for you today on PJ Walker, the newest addition to my Carolina Panthers. I know you guys had to see this coming with a breakdown of PJ Walker. I'm super excited to go into his mechanics and hopefully give some new spark, some new hope to my Panthers, who the NFC South is looking super good this year. So I'm super worried about having another tough year as a Panther fan. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and start the video here. And so PJ, the big thing that stands out to me is he's just not very tall, 5'11", 215 pounds. But he does seem to have a pretty good ability to stay mobile. A little bit concerned about his overall arm strength, but we'll go ahead and get into the breakdown here and just kind of give an idea of what we're looking at when we do our breakdown. So first thing that stands out to me is he does a great job with that initial load here, getting that arm back. I think he might have a little bit too far of a stride length, which makes it so it's more difficult for him to get all of his weight all the way forward and through. But he does a good job of being able to create rotation through those hips very well. You can see those hips are all the way opened up. He could probably do a little bit better job of keeping those that front shoulder closed and keeping himself rotated. But from overall, excellent job creating rotation through those hips. And then from there, does a great job of firing that elbow through. Sorry, we're going to have some delays, some problems here with this video for whatever reason. Sometimes this happens to us, but we can see excellent job of driving that elbow through, getting that nose of the football facing straight ahead. And this is really for a pretty far pass overall, and really was able to get a lot under it and have a great amount of accuracy there. So I'm super excited about some of the ability to generate a lot of velocity. I don't know about his overall deep ball, but in terms of creating velocity very quickly, he's definitely good at doing that. Excellent job here being able to be more on the balls of his feet. We're going to actually just look from a mechanics standpoint here. When he detaches is 184.41. He starts going up. Actually, I'm going to say 134.38. And then he starts lifting the ball up at 184.48. And these are key parts that we look for in the actual throw. And then he releases the ball at about 184.65. And so, overall, it's a pretty good release time there. It's a little bit under 0.3 seconds, which is excellent in terms of overall release. So he gets the ball out of his hands very, very quickly. That's going to be obviously an important part of being able to throw the football well, is how well, or how much success you're going to have on the NFL level is how fast you're able to get the ball out of your hands. And so again, excellent job. You could really see a big here in terms of really being able to create a lot of rotation in his hips while he's bringing that ball back behind him, which is huge. And then from there, really driving that elbow through and getting that supination in his hand to make it so the nose of the football comes straight ahead. And there's another, big part of that goes into it. Let me go back to here. This is like a nice throw that we see here, where it's a nice timing route here, just getting out of the break on the curl route, being able to put up the ball right on the numbers there. And, the big thing that stands out to me when we watch this throw is really the amount of trunk flexion that he goes through as he's actually finishing. So here, driving off that back leg, really gets a lot more overall internal rotation in that back leg, pushes off the inside part of the foot, gets a lot of internal rotation off that back leg there. Really is closer too with how that front foot hits the ground. It doesn't take as big of a front step there, and then drives all the way down and through in his trunk and midsection, gets a lot of trunk flexion as he's finishing, and then also creating a good amount of rotation as he's coming through as well. And I think that's important for people to really see, because I see a lot of quarterbacks as they're finishing, they're really trying to stand up and go backwards, because people talk a lot about posture when finishing the throw, and I do think that's going to be a lot more important on the deep throws. You don't want to be too far bent over when you're throwing the deep ball, but when you're really trying to drive it and create a lot of velocity, getting that trunk rotation and trunk flexion is going to be crucial, and really being able to utilize the obliques and the core in generating force there is going to be crucial. So being able to see that trunk flexion as he's finishing it, I think, is an important thing to recognize as a quarterback who's trying to develop more force in a throw that's closer to 10 to 30 yards. And just in terms of development of your strength, being able to throw that high velocity 10 to 30 yard throw is going to be something that you continually to progress up towards as you get more and more arm strength. So, you don't want to just go and start trying to throw the ball 40 yards, 50 yards when you're younger, developing quarterback. You want to start throwing the ball more 10 to 30 yards, and then as you continue to get better with your mechanics and start to piece things together, then you start throwing the ball further and start throwing the ball further. But first, you got to be able to master some of the simple parts of playing quarterback before you start transitioning too much into the deeper throw. So just a food for thought for any of you guys that are out there trying to improve your throwing distance and velocity, just a way to help you do that a little bit more effectively. All right, that's the video there. Just to follow up or finish up here, we've been doing Zoom sessions online since the whole coronavirus has come out. So if you're interested in doing a Zoom session, we'll be happy to do that. I've seen huge improvements for people that have been doing the Zoom sessions. It's actual one-on-one coaching, and I know a lot of one-on-one coaching has stopped right now. So if you're able to still get outside and have access to a park and want to get some coaching and some work in, we'll be happy to do that with you. And you just got to go ahead and click the link here below and get that all set up. And if you have if you want to get access to any of our programs, you can happily do that too. We have Zoom sessions in there, have breakdowns, have overall workouts, have just so much overall value that's in the programs. It's way better than just doing a one-off session. But if you want to do a one-off session, do that. If you want to do a full program, we also have the link below for that as well. So as always, guys, we will talk to you soon and hope you are all staying safe. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you did, you can subscribe down below, and that way you can get updates on any of the new videos that we get. Also, if you want to, you can check out some of our other breakdowns for speed and throwing. We have exercises, also jumping mechanics videos, a lot of great stuff within our channel. Hope you enjoy.